Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. I believe, here we go. Debs Cooper, Global Stressologist, thank you for joining me here today as we talk about strategies to overcome mental overload with confidence. And I think this is actually about all of you people out there. I think this is actually about me, because this is exactly where I'm feeling right now. There is a mental overload that is going on, exploding within my head. So give me a moment as I go to this. I believe this is going to work. I'm going to jump on here so I can actually help you. Here we go. So I can actually help you with your questions. I think that's what it is. It's always a good start, seeing me that up close. Right, here we go. We've got this. We've got this working. Mental overload. Oh my God, we know what chaos it brings in. We know absolutely what chaos it brings in, because it brings it into my world, and I can handle usually mental overload, but it feels like it's like this. Boom, boom, boom. One after the other. Just when I come to the other side, another thing comes in. Can you relate? Tell me if you can relate. So let me know, drop in the chat if you are here live or if you're here on a replay. Thanks for joining me. My tips are in no particular order. No particular order today. So grab a note-taking device, because I've got some goodies for you that are realistic and have helped me get through the last 3 weeks of what is happening around me. So, pen and paper, note-taking device, let's hit go. Number one is mental dumping. And I'm sure you've heard of people say, let's get out of your head, let's get out of your head. For those on the other side of the world who don't understand my language, we're getting it out of your head. And I say to people, it's like pulling the weeds so it actually allows the flowers to bloom. Pulling the weeds out as it allows the flowers to bloom. So we're getting the chaos out of your head and we're putting onto paper. And I personally prefer writing it down. So when I write it down, it actually helps you see what needs attention and what's just noise. Because when you can see it down, you can actually go, actually, I can see this is not mine. This is a bit of mine. This is not a bit of mine. So this is the purpose here. So once we've got this, there are the 4 Ds. And I'm sure you've heard me talk about the 4 Ds. And they are do it, dump it, defer it, or delegate it. 4 Ds. So once you get it all out of your head, and I encourage you to take whatever it is, pen and paper. I personally prefer pen and paper. And you go around to your office, and then you go around to your living room, and then you go around to your kitchen. So even at home, when things are getting too much, you go out into your garden, go out and do all these things that you want to have achieved in your world, but are not getting it done. Look in your fridge, what needs to be done in your fridge. Then pull it back to your business. Personal business world, what needs to be done there that's overwhelming and taking head chaos into your head. So once you've got it all down, once you've written it all down, you must write it all down first. Then you're going to go, do I want to do it? Do I want to do it? Okay. Do I want to dump it, as in it's not going to get done? Is it really important? Is it not going to get done? Or am I going to pretend I'm a failure, or this head chatter that comes in? Now, when head chatter comes in and it's negative, the easiest way to do that is flick it to cancel, cancel, cancel. And if you can just say cancel, 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 I can't even say it. When you have those negative thoughts, just go cancel, 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 and you're just actually seen, heard, and acknowledged your words, and you've sent that back out to the universe. So going back, I'm going to do it, or I'm going to dump it. Now, if I dump it, am I going to have negative head chatter, or I feel better that it's dumped? It's not necessary. Or are you going to delegate it? Delegate it to somebody else who actually loves to do the task. When you delegate, you're going to delegate to somebody who loves to do the task. Or are you going to defer it? Meaning it doesn't need to be done for another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 1 day, 2 days, whatever that is. Hi, Shari. Whatever that is, get it out of your head and then decide if you're going to defer it and what realistic time frame are you going to put on that. Now, I'm going to bring up 2020 because people go, oh, everything's realistic. Now, 2020, the universe or whoever or whatever you want to say COVID came from or wherever it came from, it had a different time frame to my time frame. It didn't fit into my schedule, my whiteboard. It didn't fit into my personal life. It didn't fit in. COVID happened and I stopped traveling. However, when I worked through it, There was definitely blessings in those crisis moments. There was definitely blessings for me in those crisis moments. But when you're deferring this, make sure you put a realistic time frame, because when our time frames hit and COVID happened, we had to readjust very quickly. So just make sure that other things could come in and take that date away, which then immobilizes you, because I said I was going to do it by the 1st of April. It's now, what are we now, the 4th, and I haven't got it done, and I'm beating myself up. So just be able to move those goalposts. Be able to move those goalposts if need be. So you're going to do it, you're going to dump it, you're going to delegate it, or you're going to defer it. That's how simple those 4 Ds are. What you're going to do is you're also not going to take on everything at once. Just do one step at a time. Just do one step at a time. If you're taking on 5 or 6 tasks at once, your head is definitely going to go into overload, and you're going to get so overwhelmed that there's going to be no confidence, and you're just going to sit in overwhelm, overload, overexplosion, discombobulation, that you're actually not going to get anything done, because we know those ones. So one thing at a time, one thing at a time. And of course, you know what I'm going to talk about is a glitter bomb. Just ensure when you're doing this, do what lights you up. Do what lights you up during this process. The next main tip I'm going to give you is about protecting your energy. And there's a word called the hell yes filter, or the good filter, whatever you want to call it. So you're going to ask yourself these 3 questions. Is this good for me? So when you're looking at doing this task, is this good for me? Is this good for others? And I just got a bubble there. And do I want to do it? Is this good for me? Is this good for others? And do I want to do it? Now, unless all 3, if it's a hell yes, if it's not a hell yes, it's a no. So you must ensure that all 3 are a yes, yes, yes. If you're going, it's good for me, yep. It's good for others, yep. Do I want to do it? Yeah. If you have to pause for 2 seconds, it's a no. It doesn't mean it's a no forever. It just means right now it's a no. So no, I'm going to put that aside. Unless it's a yes, 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 yes. Do not do it if it's not good for you and it's good for others and you want to do it. No, it's a no. All 3 have to be a pom-pom. All 3. So the key here is to stop committing to things that drain you. Stop committing to things that drain you, because you have no obligation to anyone else, even if they're family, even if they're employers. If something feels uncomfortable for you, you do not have to do it. You do not have to do it. And yes, I know that some people get paid in jobs. If you have something that you don't want to do, you don't have to do it. No amount of money will make you do it. So stop overcommitting to those things. The other thing under protecting your energy is about your energy check-in. And this is throughout the day. Ask yourself, what's fueling me and what's depleting me? Do I feel lit up when I do this task? Do I feel depleted and want to hide away when I do this task? And then you're going to adjust whatever that is. So it's a great little check-in to go, where am I feeling today? Actually, this task is draining me. I feel like a bit discombobulation. I want to go to a drink, or I want to do this, or I want to do this, this, and this. Whatever that is, then just ensure that you're checking what it is and then adjust it when needed. And you know what I'm going to say on this one is glitter bomb again. When I'm talking about protecting your energy, glitter bomb yourself. Do what lights you up. You know there's going to be the theme for today, don't you? You do know that, don't you? And welcome, Miss Adrian. I'm going to say Adrian. Don't know where I said that name. I could never pronounce your name. Welcome. Thanks for joining me. The other one about with your energy is also a buffer time. And we think about a buffer time. And a buffer time is scheduling a pause between tasks. And this also allows you to prevent burnout and allows you to have a mental reset. Hi, Donna. I can say that one. Hi, Donna. So a buffer time is really important. And that's that glitter time, I say. So if you're ensuring that this task is depleting, I'm just going to go have a drink out of my water bottle. That's it. Or I'm going to go outside, or I'm going to stand and I'm going to walk around the block if I can't get some clarity. I'm going to leave the office desk and I'm going to have a quick walk around the block, and I'm just going to leave my desk for a moment and just get some clarity. So ensure that you're doing those pauses between tasks, because it also allows you to honor that task, finish that task off before you do your next one. And it just allows to close that computer tab, that loop, in your brain, everything else, it's just done. The next one I'm going to say is how to stay grounded under pressure. These are things that I've implemented in the last 2 weeks while I've been like this. How to stay grounded under pressure. You're going to detach yourself from the drama. You're going to detach yourself from the drama. Because not everything requires a reaction. Not everything requires a reaction. Not everything. And you're going to ask yourself, will this matter in a week? Will this matter in a month? And the key is to actually do it before you get caught up in the drama. But the other one about detaching from the drama is my favorite. Is this mine to hold on to? Is this mine to hold on to? Because what you can do is actually catch that potato and hold on to it. Or you can actually go, I've caught it and I've dropped it, or I'm not even catching it. Not all the drama is yours to hold on to. You don't have to. You don't have to pick left or right. Stay on your purpose. The other part about staying grounded under pressure is also keep your body aware. When I talk about your body aware, just ensure that, because when stress hits us, when stress happens, we also have a physical awareness in our body that sometimes happens. So often do these quick scans, a check-in from head to toe. How am I feeling? I'm a little bit of ease of mental clarity. I feel comfortable in my body. Oh, my tummy's got wobbles. What's going on here? What's going on with my tummy? And just ensure that you can check in what's really going on. So where are you tense? Where are you tight? Where are you loose? Whatever that is. And then you're just going to relax into that area and you're going to breathe deeply. And I'm a firm believer of putting my hand on my heart. So if you're feeling a little bit discombobulated and you feel like you've got a little bit of sore tummy, put one hand on your heart and one on your tummy and just feel that. Seen, heard, acknowledged again. Just feel that and you'll feel very different because you're just honoring. I'm not hiding from anything. This is where I feel a little bit tense. You don't have to go into a big spiel about what does this mean, what does this represent, anything. Just keep yourself grounded for this. The other one is glitter bomb. When I'm talking about staying grounded under pressure, just ensure that you're doing that thing that lights you up. Ensure that you're doing something that lights you up, because there's some real heavy tasks out there, talking to people, picking people up, any of those things. But ensure that you yourself are glitter bombing yourself and do what lights you up. And if lighting you up means get on the couch or take a mental health day from your job, anything like that, and hide away, if that's what feels right for you, then do it. If that's what feels right for you, then do it. However, there are other tools around, clearly. Jump on a podcast, jump on a Facebook Live, jump on one of my videos, connect with me. There's other things as well. So the key is actually just to keep yourself moving with your glitter bomb. The next one sits under about regaining your focus and clarity. It sits under that. And so I want you to think about what's the end result of this. What's the end result I'm looking for this? So when we think about the end result, think about, I'm going to visualize the end result. So before starting your task, I want you to close your eyes and see yourself completing it successfully. Close your eyes and see yourself completing it. Actually, I can see where I'm going, I can see the process, and I can see the end of it. That then alone also preps your brain to focus. And your brain is automatically going to keep thinking when challenges hit or when things get a little bit too hard. It's going to keep thinking about the end result. And you've already started to plant that seed. The other part under this is daily non-negotiables. So when I talk about non-negotiables, I want you to think of 3 things you want to complete each day and let go of the rest, at least. Unless you get all 3 things done in the first 30 minutes, and then you're not going to forget, you're going to do the rest. But if you're going to do something, you're going to complete them each day, just start with 3. Just for today, I'm going to focus on 3 things, and you're going to let go of the rest. If you get to do them, that's a bonus. But clearly you're not going to sit around and go, well, I've done 30 minutes of work, now I don't need to do anything, and that's where I'm going to be. Okay, I've done that. Don't think about that. So this actually, just by having these daily non-negotiables, it allows you to not feel as scattered in your brain. Actually, not scattered at all. I find I'm not scattered when I'm doing this. Focusing on these things. And I say to myself, just for today. Just for today. Just for today. Just for today, I'm going to focus on 3 things. Just for today, I'm going to focus on 3 things. And if I get more than 3 things, bonus. But I'm just focusing on 3 things. Because if you've got a task of 30 things, it's quite overwhelming. So we're just going to pick 3 things, because that task, you know what that feels like? It goes beyond the computer screen, And so this actually just allows you to not feel as scattered, or even scattered. The other tip I'm going to say is, one of my favorite ones is don't take anything personally. You can't take things personally because you don't know what the other person is dealing with. You got to remember, you are human here, having a human experience in this human planet. Whether you like it or not, you're here. So when people say things to you, you don't know what they're dealing with behind the scenes. You don't know what's going on. Have a little bit of heart towards them. Have a little bit of, okay, righto. That's their stuff. It's not my stuff. So we often attack those who are closest to us, our close family members who we come home to, instead of actually sitting present. So acknowledge them as well. Acknowledge that they've had their journey, their day. So don't just shut them off because you've had your day as well. So when you're not taking anything personally, sit and listen to the other person, and you might learn something. Who would have thought? My next one is glitter bomb. And I say glitter bomb because I want you again to do what lights you up, whether that's go outside and stand in the fresh air. Now, I've just had my hair done, so I'm not going to go stand outside because we've got rain. So obviously, don't do a do moment. Think about what actually works for you. Get your feet on the grass. Don't get your feet on the grass. Stand outside. Go somewhere. Go to a room in your house. Whatever that is. Hide in the toilet. Whatever you want to label it. Whatever you want to do it. Put your favorite perfume on. Whatever that is. Listen to a podcast. Listen to one of my videos. Get on my YouTube. Any of those things, get yourself in and do that, because the glitter bomb is what's important. Connect with a friend, read a book, do what lights you up, and each day that glitter bomb will change for you. And the last tip I'm going to say is you're not alone. You're not alone. That's all there is to say about that. You know me. Where is it? There. Debs Cooper, global stressologist. You are not alone. How does that go? You're not alone on this journey. I've been doing this for 19 years. I've heard some horrific stories that would make other people cringe. And I'm there to support you in whatever journey you'll look like that you're going to go on. I'm there to challenge you to step up and be the most magnificent you can be. And I'm there for you to hold that energy and space and help you get through whatever is immobilizing you. Whether it is mental overload, whether it's finding that confidence, whether it's raising your self-worth, whether it's changing your finances, whether it's mastering the family relationship, whether it's adding that vitality, or even just loving life, whatever that is, you are not alone. I am here for you. So that's my today's techniques to overcome mental overload with confidence. I want to thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, I'm looking here. If you've got any questions, drop them in the chat. I'll stay here for another 30 seconds or so if you've got any questions. Other than that, I will sign off. Anyone typing anything as I'm looking at my computer there? There must be another way of finding these. Maybe that's a job for my VA, because I'm definitely not going to, I'm going to delegate that. That's not a do, defer, dump. Okay, no questions. So, signing off. Thank you very much. Oh, Shari, love and hugs. Thank you very much. And welcome. You must have got through your storms. Thanks. Fantastic. Thank you, everybody. Signing off. Techniques to overcome mental overload with confidence. Debs Cooper, global stressologist. Signing off. Love you long time, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Bye.